Yo, what's up monkeys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be remembering Big City. I didn't really ever think that I would be making this video, but here I am making it. Also going to explain why I decided to cancel and get rid of Big City for good. I didn't know what I was gonna do with this when I first started my YouTube channel. I just did it for fun. I didn't care about the views, I didn't care about anything. I just cared about wanting to have fun. That's all I cared about, was fun. And I really was like, I actually watched this guy, his name was Rage Elixir, and he started a series on his YouTube channel called Block City, and I watched it 24/7. I mean 24/7. I discovered it and I loved it so much. It was one of my favorite things that I had ever watched on YouTube. And I watched it 3 times. From the first season to the last season. 3 times. And you know what? I want to start a series. Since I have a YouTube channel, I want to start a Minecraft roleplay series called Big City. So as soon as I got my PS4, I discovered that I could record videos on my PS4. And then, from there, post them on YouTube. As soon as I discovered that, I told my friends about it. I said, guys, I want to start this. And they said, yeah, sure. And that's what we did. 2 years ago. 2 years ago was when Big City had its first episode. What's funny was, I called Skylar. I said, we were just talking, and I was like, bro, we really need to do the Big City episode because we were going to do it. Nobody has been able to call, but we really need to do it. He's like, okay, I might have like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. Or well, I asked, I was like, do you have like 5 or 10 minutes? That's how long the episode's going to be. Like, not even that long. And he's like, yeah, I have probably like 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, let's go. And he's like, okay. Because he said his sisters were in the shower. Funny thing is, that episode ended up being like 20 to 30 minutes. And that's when it all began. At the time, that was my first long video, like my long video, that got more than like 20 views. It got like 180 views. And I was like, dude, it reached 100 views overnight. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. 100 views, right? And another episode. And so we just kept making them and making them. It was fun. I remember we made episode 2 the next day. We made episode 3 the next day. We just kept making them and making them. It was so much fun. Back to back to back to back to back. And then, that's all I play, my sister, who plays my wife, and all of that. My sister, she was doing gymnastics, but she wasn't in the big levels yet. So she didn't have to, we always had time, right, to do things. And then once she got into the higher levels, she didn't have as much time. She was practicing like every day. My friend Skylar, he would have to do school, and then he would have to do baseball. We still tried to keep up with the uploads. And we did. We kept up with them. But then around season 3 was when it all fell. My cousin Paisley didn't really want to do the role play anymore. She was busy, travel, baseball. So he was doing that every day. So he didn't have much time anymore. And then my sister got even into gym. Like, her gymnastics was 2.5 hours a week. At that point, it was 2.5 hours a week, 2.5 hours a week, Monday through Thursday. And so she was play. But when we had time, we tried. And that's why you could notice when season 3, there was not really anybody besides me, Skylar, and Luke doing the role play. And after that, we basically didn't know what to do. We wanted to continue Big City because it was one of our most favorite things that we've ever done in our whole life. One of our most favorite things that we've ever made. Just so much fun, right? So we wanted to continue it. Off Tyler, I think, in season 2 because Brody's got too busy. And it seemed like every time I would ask, like when I would call him, he couldn't play. We debated about even doing a season 4 for Big City. And so once season 4 hit, like towards the end, like mid-season 3, we decided that Big City was only going to have 5 seasons. 5. And then I know this is future things, but I can reveal them now. We were going to make a series called Bastrop. It's this little city, kind of like Big City, that my friend Skylar made. And finish Big City and then make 2 seasons of Bastrop. And it would be about me, still be about Ezra, except Ezra is called Eddie. Because Big City, towards the end of Big City, there was a war that happened. And that war made Ezra pass out and almost die and lose all of his memories. So he can't remember even what his name is. So people start to call him Eddie. So, good idea. Like, we were like set on that idea. And so we continued with that idea. It was going to be called like Big City Returns or something. Or The Return of Big City. Or Big City Never the Same. Or just something like that. And it was basically going to be about Ezra coming back to Big City because he remembers Big City. He remembers his wife and everything. But all those plans really went downhill when she quit Big City. Like at the end of season 3, she quit Big City. She said she was done. And of course we had to kill off Tyler. So we literally had nobody. So, basically for season 4, in season 3 was when Asher, I think, was born. My brother wanted to be a part of it, but then he did like 1 episode and didn't like it anymore. Or didn't really want to be a part of it anymore after season 3. And happened, which was in season 3, like episode 10, I think it was, the last episode of season 3. We basically did a court date because my friend Luke and Skylar wanted to do this fun thing that they would count up all the crimes I did throughout the series and then they were just counting up for fun. But then I came up with the idea, what if I get arrested and then like season 4, the start of season 4, it's like 10 years later, so I'm much older, I have a beard, I'm different, way different, and like, see this is my old skin. And anyways, like, I had a beard, I grew everything, but basically at that court date, Olivia, she said she wanted a divorce, so we divorced in the series, so we were done. And after we were done, the start of season 4 was when I got out of prison. So I'm like adjusting to a new life. I see Skylar and Luke, they've changed, or Skylar and Brandon, excuse me, they've changed a lot. And then I Olivia, I asked Skylar and Brandon, I'm like, she said, oh, I think she moved to Padre Island. So I go to Padre Island, I find Olivia, and there she is. She's at Padre Island. She said she put Cece in an orphanage, and she also put Asher in an orphanage. And we've talked about, I'm sorry I've yapped for a while, but we've talked about doing Big City again over and over again. I'm telling you, over and over again. And we just never really had the chance to. And I'm still thinking about it. And I know this video is probably not going to get that much views. And I'm even thinking about giving up the YT Monkeys, because the videos I've been posting don't get much views. I don't really like that. I'm trying to stay focused on my Ezra's Encouragement channel. I also have started cross country, and so once we got busy and couldn't do season 4 anymore, that's when I started cross country every day, guys. An hour and a half every day, Monday through Friday, and then I'd have like a meet on the weekend. So once I started cross country in the summer of last year, I couldn't have time. So once that happened, like, we just decided we're gonna have to give up Big City. I think maybe it was like in September. I can't even remember. We were just on call and we were like, Skylar, make a post, or make a video, or I helped, me and Skylar worked together to make a little post that said, I'm canceling Big City, and explaining why. With all that said, are we going to make a new series? Maybe. Are we going to try to bring back Big City? Don't know. And I'm not going to make any promises, only because I don't know. I really don't know. I can't make any promises because I don't know what's going to happen from now and in the future. I don't really have much time because I'm doing track now, so it's Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Friday, like cross country, and I have a meet on the weekend usually, and then it's friends and sports, and God, most of all, for. So with all that said, the question is, am I going to quit YouTube? Yes and no. I don't know when I'm going to post on the YT Monkeys. And if I do, it's probably going to be not that much, not that often. If you want to see my content, then you can go over to Ezra's Encouragement and be encouraged by your heart, or encourage your soul with some scripture, with some prayers, with some preaching. You know, that's really what I'm liking the Ezra's Encouragement channel, because I like to spread the gospel. Shut up now. And I will visit some of the most famous places of Big City. Skylar's house. I know I was walking through already. I remember this, the first ever big city scene. I walking up, howdy y'all, welcome to Skylar's house. Knock on the door if you need something. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, what's your name? And then Skylar says, oh, hi, I'm Skylar, why'd you come here? And then I like interrupt him and say, oh, you must be Skylar. He's like, yeah, why'd you come here? I'm like, yeah, I just moved down, I just built a house over there, and I was wondering if I was just trying to get to know you. I mean, I just moved in and I was kind of wanting to get to know you. That's just how the interaction started. And then he basically gave me a tour of the city. That's basically all I have to say. That's all I wanted to let you guys know, is that I just wanted to let you guys know, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one, if there is a next one. Bye, y'all.